the original Christed humanity, not Adamic, Christed humanity, was manifested in 5D in the Lyra constellation. And this is the first vision I had when I awoke. With my third eye, my guides took me right there. Let's take the first trip to the most important place in this galaxy, which is the Lyra constellation, because that is the origin of all humanoid beings in 5D. For hundreds of thousands of years, it was absolute heaven. It's a large constellation, many planets. But then when these negatively oriented beings came over, great tragedies started to happen because they're not love oriented. Their intention is conquer, destroy, enslave, and grow their own way. So that is known as the great great distribution or exodus of the Lyra constellation. However, it's a very long cosmic history of which we only find fragments in Hinduism, in Christianity, in Sumerian tablets, in many other traditions on Earth. We find pieces. It's a very big history. It would take many hours to explain in more detail. But essentially, what we need to know that in this galaxy, and essentially what we know of a few other neighbor galaxies, it happened the same thing. That 5D is heaven if it was untouched. There are some civilizations which are very advanced. They know how to protect themselves, how to remain untouched, how to remain unaffected. And if you are there in one of those places, it is heaven. It is love. It's so beautiful, magnificent, unbelievable. However, heaven has problems. There are certain problems that exist. So very similarly, in your own individual awakening journey, when you open to inner love, you are connected to this love within you. You know it. It's beautiful. That's what you want. That's the most important thing. But then other things need to be healed too. And then other people are not there, not in inner love, and that's a problem. So this is on a larger scale, is what's going on in our galaxy and other galaxies around us. Because it is heaven, it is so beautiful, but there are outside problems, outside challenges. Now, if we come now to 6D, we come to 6D, what's going on there? 6D is even higher, closer to God, to the source, and that is more like presence in correlation to the levels of consciousness. So you have experienced inner love, you have expanded to the unity and oneness, and 6D, now you became a spiritual adult. Now you can sit tight with good and bad as a whole one thing, with a positive, negative polarity, and you grow in your presence. You are learning to be more present with the whole energy, good, bad. Not easy at all. And what we know in the human history is the teachings of the law of one. Very famous channeling. There are a few volumes of books of the law of one, and actually it's brought by an ancient race of heavens, which have founded the original Egyptian civilization. But essentially, they are 6D through 9D beings. So they have descended to Earth long, long time ago, and they established the Lemurian, Atlantean civilization and the Egyptian culture. So these are the Egyptian gods as we know them in the history, and they're originally 6D through 9D. And their key message was the law of one, the law of one, which means the one which encompasses the good, the bad, the yin, the yang, as the Tao symbol of the white and the black, and in the black there is white, in the white there is black. So it's the law of one. In the 6D, you are already more energy spirit than matter energy. The balance starts shifting to more energy spirit rather than matter spirit energy. So you're more closer to God, to the source. There's more spirit light. There is energy is in full spectrum, in a complete full spectrum experience. And in 6D, you're fully aware that energy is a one thing, not only the nice, beautiful top layer of energy and then the challenging bottom layer of energy. It's a one thing, a coin with both sides, one thing. So in 6D, you experience everything more wholly, more as a whole, as one. And the key lessons of 6D, just like in presence, to mature, to grow, strengthen into non-duality. In 6D, it is to gain all the lessons, understandings, and to grow yourself as a soul, as a being who can handle energies in a complete way, in a much more complete way. So that's where the law of one is. That's what 6D is named about. 7D, like non-duality. You have matured, you have grown. If you're in 7D, you have fully are established there, and all the energies are more as a one, as a whole thing. They flow through, but in 7D, you are much more spirit. You are energy too, and there is no more matter as we know it. You're no longer related to the biophysical universe. So 7D being is no longer related to the physical, biophysical universe as such. 6D, you can still have a very light biophysical form, body. 7D, no longer. You're out of the creation of pinda in the yogic terms. So 7D is anda, the subtle universe, the non-physical universe. Even there are certain laws in 7D, the laws of energy, the laws of the spirit, the laws of creation, the laws of causality, vibration, resonance, and so on. 7D is functioning via these laws. It is heavenly. There's no negative as such. There's no evil, negative, bad. It's just one energy. You see it fully. You don't experience anything as negative. No death either, no diseases, illnesses. There are disbalances that can happen, but a 7D being in the heaven experiences everything fluidly as energy and can balance easily. Life is usually in at least tens of thousands of years, more like hundreds of thousands, millions, even billions of years. in the mid-range heavens of 7D and above. Divine is something even more. Now, divine is a true heaven because it is no longer subject to causality. It is no longer subject to various laws of vibration, resonance, balance, counterbalance, what manifests or what has any potential of disbalance or imperfection. In the divine, there is nothing to create imperfection. It is basically impossible to experience or create imperfection. Now, in the Anda universe, it is possible to create imperfection, disbalance, but there is ability, capacity to balance it, to heal it, to transform it. Causality still exists. So divine eternal life is essentially beyond many heavens where absolute perfection exists. Love is no doubt, peace, bliss, all of these full spectrum. 5D, if you are isolated in 5D, if you're protected in 5D, it is heaven. It is so beautiful beyond anything that we know here. There do exist truly heavenly places and love and harmony and so on. But people still, if there's male-female relationship, there is relationships and birthing and eating and so on, and all these living processes in the heavens in 5D too, mostly. Some species are more evolved and they don't need to eat or procreate in a male-female way. And so there's a big variety, but heaven, that's the name of it. Truly experiencing like that. But heaven with awareness of the problems, with awareness of limitation of the matter itself. As we go to 6D, still there is matter, there is awareness of problems. The key is balance, oneness, harmony. That's the key of 6D. 7D, no more matter. Energy, spirit, light. That's a mid-range heaven. And the highest heavens begin in divine. In divine, beyond matter, beyond energy. In divine, there's no energy. There's no vibration or frequency or measurable light as a speed of light. In divine, it is spirit. It is light, the light of spirit, the love of spirit, the absolutely perfect creation. In the divine, there are also many walls, many layers of the heavens of the divine. And in the upcoming meetings, we will discuss in more detail about those heavens. This is how we may understand that your personal journey of awakening is a short reflection of the whole structure of the universe. You go through your awakening pretty quickly. A few years, you go through all the major steps until you come to divine love, divine light, full consciousness. And as we progress to the full consciousness, we don't stay too much in any single place. We just keep progressing because that's the goal number one, to open up to full consciousness. But this journey is like a trailer of a movie, a quick preview. It's a quick preview of the big movie, of life, of how you are the whole universe. And you are in this form, and what you experience in this life is a reflection of these various dimensions, higher planes of existence. So our journey to full consciousness is a trailer, it's a quick preview. But then you live your life, and then you can explore anything in much greater detail. If you're resonating with the way of 5D, you may explore it in so many ways, in so many details. If you're resonating with 7D, with the divine, you can keep exploring these higher planes, the higher ways of living, the higher ways of living. And your life is a beautiful expression of your unique exploration as this being of the universe as a whole. This life is a wondrous gift that here we experience things very quickly, because to go through 5D experience as a whole, you would need to experience that particular civilization for 50,000 years or 100,000 years, and then to incarnate as a soul into another civilization as no male, no woman civilization, and experience how is that in 5D lived. So to go through 5D incarnations would take you millions of years to get a good grasp and sense of how life is in 5D. Here on Earth, everything is like a preview, like a trailer of a much grander scale of what is in the universe. And what is beautiful is that you have a gift here on Earth to work through certain challenges, to uplift your resonance to a whole new dimension, and to quickly go through certain lessons, certain insights, certain realizations, so that you can uplift your resonance and you say, okay, I have explored 5D and now it seems that 6D is in my full spectrum of integration. Those cycles, they're larger cycles. They take years, sometimes decades. But those who work with us, in few years, you can shift a whole cycle of your integrative experience into a whole new dimension. And to ascend, uplift your base vibration into a whole new level of existence. Now, this is very special, very rare. So literally you can gain 1,000,000 years of experience in a quick download, in a quick preview within few years of human life. Now, this is the most extraordinary thing about being human.